All right, Aquarius, what is going on for you for April? Let's get a sense of what's happening. Please feel free to swap around the energies as always. I could be talking to a cross-watcher, so FYI, a cross-watcher is not an Aquarius. It's someone who's looking at an Aquarius and trying to figure out what's going on with the Aquarius. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? I will do an extended, any zodiac signs that show up, I will go deeper into them in the extended part of this reading. There's a link below. All right, co-create. Been getting a lot of that recently. Poised. All right, not for you. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. This is the message of contrast that I keep getting. And, you know, I'm echoing Abraham Hicks' teaching here. Life is about contrast. And I used to say that all the time. Life is about contrast. And it's really about when we, let me just try and say this a little easier. People don't always know what they want, but people sure as hell know what they don't want. Okay. And sometimes you have to go through a whole bunch of I don't wants in order to get to the nugget, to the nub of what it is that you want. So while you're manifesting, just be mindful of that, of like, okay, I've had all these experiences and these are things I do not want to recreate. So what do I want to create? Oh, all right. Well, I don't like living alone. So I want to create more family, or I want to create more friends, or I want to create a roommate or a life partner. I want to create something that isn't that. So pay attention to the inverse. I just did a video over on MJ's Learn Tarot about reversals in tarot. And I talk quite a bit about sometimes it's just the inverse of what you do want. Okay. And so all cards have positive and negative, so you can read them however you want. I read them all upright because I can see the negative and positives in every card. Okay. All right. 8 of Wands underneath. It's really about context. Wow. This King of Cups keeps showing up. King of Cups, Hanged Man, and there's your card, the Star, the Aquarius energy there. My goodness. 7 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Fool. 2 of Swords, Queen of Swords. Look at your energy here. It's beautiful. All right. I feel like this has to do with surrendering to your heart. Some of you are thinking your feelings. Do you know what that means? It means that you're not really experiencing them. It's like you're blocking feelings from happening because it might be painful, or it might be scary, or it might be, oh God, not this again, or something like that. A lot of times when people are trying to protect themselves from powerful feelings, they think them. A lot of times ask somebody how they're feeling, and if they say, well, I think this is going on, they're thinking their feelings. And it's time now to stop doing that. I feel like the King of Cups is either coming into your life or is in your life to show you how to surrender to your feelings, to your true feelings. That's a healing exercise. King of Cups. So this could be a person that's coming in. All right. King of Cups, Hanged Man, and the Star. There you are. It has to do with things flowing more evenly. I'm even getting just this feeling of like, oh God, everything is really confusing when all I do is think my feelings, when I don't really experience them, let them wash over me. I'm not comfortable with feelings. You're really getting free of that. The Fool here, stepping into something much more powerful. Some of you could even, Aquarius, I have Aquarius Venus, and that notoriously is considered to be kind of a cerebral placement for Venus. Like this is where, it's not about heart. It's about brain connection. It's about how stimulating the conversation is and things like that, which is all fine. But I feel like even that cool assessment of the Aquarius Venus of, that's, people's brains are sexy, right? Like, the conversation, the witty back and forth, what we're saying to each other matters. And I think that's true. But I think this is about rediscovering your heart. Two of Swords here. And it has been blocked. But now the Queen of Swords, because this person shows up, it's a transformational energy. And what I said back in these, beginning three cards when you're co-creating, some of you are realizing that you've been creating love or creating what you want based on what you think rather than what you feel. And manifesting is about what you feel. So if you've been thinking your feelings, you're really blocking manifestation. You really are. And it's time to get into this. This is Venus, and it is Taurus and Libra. So there's more air here, but it's Taurus air. So it's like, what is important to me? What are my values? What is something that I hold dear, right? What would you go to the mat for? What would you fight for? What would you stand up for? And would you stand up for a lukewarm kind of cerebral connection without any feeling? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, that's good in certain contexts. That's good in certain parts of your life. But this is like an awareness that there's more, that it's not just about the mental connection that you have. Some of you, this is a mental connection, or you have in the past had lovers and life partners that, when you had a mental connection, if that went away, like if this person didn't spend as much time in conversation with you, or you kind of fell out of sync of how you believed or how you saw things, there was nothing else to grab onto. So this is about filling out. So there's nothing wrong with having a cerebral connection. I know, because that's one of my top things that I want in a partner is a cerebral, a mental connection, an ability to, have great conversation, someone who's very bright. But there's more to it than that. This is not a one-trick pony, okay? This is about a lifelong connection. And when we have North Node moving into Taurus, or has moved into Taurus, it'll be there for the next, 18 months or so. We're really making decisions based on what we value. It's not about just what we think. Values are different. Values are deeper. Because you can change your mind in an instant. Changing your values, that's something that goes on over long periods of time. And this is about being balanced, Libra energy, about being balanced in a relationship that shares values are important. Okay. And you may not have thought that in the past. It might have just been about hot sex. It might have just been about someone's ability to communicate. You find someone who has that power of speaking to be very sexy and all of that. All good. But now we're adding heart. Okay. This person could be, let me clarify the King of Cups, and I'm going to get my Ace of Swords going here too. Please clarify the King of Cups for me. Temperance, Temperance, Six of Cups, Four of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. I feel like this person is somebody from a past life, somebody that you may, if it's from this life, you may have resisted them already. You might have come across them and been like, no, not really. Like you're still tied up in some old patterns or old things that need to be purged. This person will show up when you have purged some old patterns that have kept you in relationships that are surface, or that are one-trick ponies, or that are hooking you in for your Chiron reasons, okay? We're doing a Chiron past life regression class that has to do with accessing the reasons for the wounds you have in this life. It highlights everything that comes across your path that triggers that wound, and how to finally see it and embrace it. And that's what's happening here. You're finally seeing and embracing. Some of you may be afraid that love can really hurt you. Afraid that love is going to be the real kind of love is somehow going to crush you. And so you've always resisted this, going more for the surface thing, going more for the one trick pony kind of relationships. And that's not at all what this is. This is going to go much deeper. The universe is trying to bring this person in. This Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. This person could come across your path through your work. All right. Somebody who you might be going to when you're confused, someone who may be helping you navigate, someone who also has a mission with you. They are aligned in mission, and it comes from a heart chakra placement. So you both have this like burning desire to do a thing. Ace of Wands, as evidenced by the Ace of Wands. So this person starts talking about that, and it's like, that's exactly what I want to do in this life. I mean, there's just this, and you may think that this is about a conversation, but this is about a deep passion, a deep heart chakra based passion. Okay, not necessarily for each other, it'll get there. But that's not the first thing out of the gate. You're talking with this person, being clear with this person about what it is you want to create, and that's the way in. That's the door in to your heart. I don't feel like someone coming across straightforward, like I'm here for love, is going to work. This is going to work. They're coming in the side door. And yes, it might happen through witty conversation or something like that, but you discover you have a heart's desire to do the same thing on this planet. Bingo. Okay? Bingo. Taurus, Libra. Taurus, Libra, Sag. Possibly, I'm getting Cancer, but it could be any water sign. All right? So I'm going to continue on with this Aquarius. This person is, this Ace of Swords in the timing position, now. Happening now. Ace of Swords, 1 week. 7 days, 1 week. Okay? And then Fool. It's like, boom, you're just off to the races. It's going to change your life. This is incredibly important to put down the way you've been resisting love up until now. All right, Aquarius, get ready. It's coming now. If you want to continue on with me, there's a link below. I'll look at all those zodiac signs. I'll see you over there.